What do you have to do when you are feeling sad? Hey guys, it's me back, and in today's video I'm gonna share with you some tips that I learned from my experience. So of course I'm not a psychologist, neither a psychiatrist, or maybe a doctor, so far. But I've been passing through a horrible experience with generalized anxiety disorder, and I decided to start going to the psychologist in order to solve my problems, to learn some tips, to get some help. And actually I think it was the best decision I've ever taken in my whole life. So well, if you are feeling sad, you broke up with your couple, you're feeling down, if you are suffering of anxiety, depression, stress, or other psychological disorder, this video is for you. So the first thing I learned is that you shouldn't try to avoid your emotions. You should deal with them. What you gotta do is to let your thoughts go through your mind, but you don't have to suppress them. If you suppress them, you're gonna be hiding them, but you are not gonna be solving them. It's like putting the garbage underneath a carpet. You're not gonna see it, but it's gonna be there, and it's gonna be destroying your health. If you don't let it come out, you are gonna fall apart. And I know that you are not willing to fall apart. No one is willing that. Of course you should cry if you feel like. It is gonna release all the suffering that you are having. But something that you need to know is that when you are crying, you should not try to find a solution. If you are crying, you should not think about the solution. You should not think about what you have to do. You should not think about that. You have to think about the problem, not the solution, not what is gonna happen, not what caused, if it was your fault, if it was the fault of someone else. You just have to think about that problem and nothing else, and you should cry if you feel like. But finding a solution is the worst thing that you can do, because first, the solution is not gonna be the right one. The solution can cause another problem, and you can run into another problem, and you can run into several problems. So first, cry, nothing else. You could regret your actions, so please follow my tips. Then, after crying, you're gonna be calmed down. You're gonna be relaxed. In that moment is when you have to start thinking about the solution. Of course, first, what you have to do is to think what is gonna be better for you, what's gonna help you. What can you do for feeling better? Don't you know? Neither I do. But I can give you some help. So, I'm gonna give you an example. If you broke up with your boyfriend, but you know that you cannot come back with him because he was destroying you, he was wrecking you, he was making you fall apart. So, what you gotta do? What you gotta do is to think about the bad behavior of him. And then, with time, you're gonna see that he wasn't the love of your life, and he wasn't the best for you. That the best thing that could happen was your breakup with him. On the other hand, if you are feeling anxiety, maybe social anxiety, because you have to do a performance tomorrow, what you gotta do is to practice with someone you feel comfortable. Or maybe with you standing up in front of a looking glass or a mirror, whatever. Then you're gonna see that it wasn't that complicated. You just have to trust yourself. You just have to be confident. Also, I learned a technique. Don't you know what to do? Calm down. Practice diaphragmatic breathing. So, inhale with your nose, exhale with your mouth. You have to do while listening to some relaxing music or some, I don't know, maybe noises that make you feel comfortable with yourself. You have to be in a place on your own, maybe in your bedroom, whatever, and start breathing. You have to do it in 5-6 steps, like 1, and you start breathing, 2, breathing, 3, breathing, 4, exhale, exhale. And that's the best way to calm down in a crisis. So, follow my steps. You have to practice this even if you are feeling okay, because when you get into the crisis, if you didn't practice that before, this is not gonna be useful. So you have to practice this daily. After this, you're gonna be in a perfect moment to find the solution. Your mind's gonna be clearer, your body's gonna be relaxed, and you are gonna be a little bit relieved. Only you are capable of finding the solution to solve this situation. And other tip, this is something that everybody needs to know. When you go to the psychologist, this is gonna be for having a support, for getting advice, for getting help. But this is not gonna be enough if you don't put your own efforts for being better. A 20% is part of the psychologist, and an 80% is part of you. No one is gonna be able to solve your problems if you are not able to face them, to deal with them. to cope with them. So what you gotta do is to start on your own. I'm giving you some tips, but I'm not solving your life. Well guys, I hope this video had been so useful for you, or at least for the vast majority of you. Hope you can be happier, and God bless all of you. Bye! And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, subscribe to my channel. If you need some help, you don't know what to do, please let me know that in the comments below, and I'm gonna try to help you.